along with Father's German-English one to the box. As an afterthought, she snatched the box of checkers that kept her brothers busy on many icy winter nights. In the kitchen, she added the lighter box to one filled with canned goods from the cellar. She glanced around the room, canning pickles, baking bread, making gingerbread men, and popcorn balls for Christmas, the smell of bacon, elk sausage, and pancakes on a snow-blanketed winter morning. Those were the memories that made a house a home. A fire couldn't take those memories, but it could take future ones. For 2 years, she and Levi Raber had been saving their money to buy a small plot of land near his parents' property. Then they could get married. 2 years of scrimping and saving her checks from the Kootenai General Store. 2 years of stolen kisses, sweet hugs, and growing hunger for more. If the fire took the house, no, she wouldn't think about that. Straining under the weight of the boxes, she tramped down the hall and out the front door into a frantic beehive of activity as her father and 5 brothers set up sprinklers and soaked the house, woodshop, and barn in hopes of staving off fire damage. Smoke hung like fog in the air. The boys had donned respirators. They looked like strange aliens invading the farm with soaker hoses as weapons. Another thought she wouldn't share with her parents. They found her flights of fancy a bit too fanciful at times. Father slid his respirator back and let it rest on his silver curls. His brown eyes were bloodshot and his lined face wet with dirty sweat. "Get your mooter. It's time for you to leave for Rexford." The Dublins, owner of the store in Rexford, had offered them use of an RV on the other side of Lake Kootenai. But first they had to travel nearly 20 miles from West Kootenai across the longest, highest-span bridge in the state and north on Highway 37 to Rexford. It would be a long drive with an overloaded wagon, 2 small boys and a dog. They'd driven that road hundreds of times. Now the path seemed murky with smoke and uncertainty. "Not without you and the boys." The words were out before she could test them for impertinence. "I mean, shouldn't we stick together?" "We need to soak everything for as long as possible." Father tugged the boxes from Nora. "Take the little ones and go." He turned and called to Solomon and Seth, 9 and 5 years old respectively. After Amelia passed, God had blessed Mother and Father with 5 more boys. But Jeannie, now married and the mother of her own daughters, and Nora were their only girls. Dust kicked up on the road. A truck or a car headed their way, coming fast. Nora's stomach clenched. Not more bad news. A siren screamed, a foreign sound in this part of God's country. Father whirled and headed toward the road. Nora followed. A filthy Lincoln County Sheriff's SUV roared into the driveway and halted within an inch of the first wagon. Sheriff Emmett Brody left the engine running and hauled his bulky body from the truck the second it came to a full stop. His usual hearty smile was missing. "You folks have to go now." His chest heaving, as if he'd been running in the thin air of high altitudes, he pointed at the mountain behind them. "It's coming fast. We're telling everyone to get out now." "You said we had 4 or 5 hours." Father clutched the hose. The look on his face was foreign, as if rooted in its own despair but clinging to hope. "It hasn't been 2 hours yet." The wind picked up. Emmett pulled a can of spray paint from the SUV's front seat. "It's moving faster than we figured it would, and it didn't slow down in the meadows. Time to go." "What about the others? Is everyone else out?" Nora edged closer to the sheriff. "All the Plain families, I mean." Not that she didn't care about the English families. They were good neighbors and good friends. But coming right out and asking about Levi specifically would raise eyebrows, especially those thick bushy ones above her father's eyes. "She wants to know about Levi." James, brother number 1, elbowed her with a silly grin that came and went. Leave it to him to make light in the midst of an impending inferno. "Is her special friend safe?" "Hush, sir." Father frowned. "This isn't the time." "The other families are all on the road." His fair skin ruddy with heat, Emmett removed his white cowboy hat and slicked down sparse carrot-orange hair with an impatient gesture. "You're my last stop." Levi was on the road. To where? Some families would go to Rexford, others to Eureka, or even farther if they had family in Libby or St. Ignatius. Libby. Her parents would never go there, even though they had more family in the Eagle Valley Amish Ministries district than they did in Kootenai. Mother tottered through the front door with 2 bulging suitcases. "What is it, Harley? What happened?" "We have to go."